What is up, my fellow guitar addicts? I am Caesar, and this is Addicted to Guitar, where we celebrate everything guitar. So right now, stop what you're doing. Look down there. Are you subscribed? All right, well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, because you're going to want to be subscribed. You're going to want to let you know when we're doing new videos. Now, today, I've got this. Now, if you're familiar with our channel, you've seen that we've done several videos of us building this. This is the Stewmac Mini-S Guitar Kit. Now, my friend Dave, from Dave on the Stick Guitars, told me that I could build this for him and I could share it with you guys, and we can do a video and a review of it, which was pretty cool. So we did that, and I think this might be video number 6 or even number 7. So it was not a bad thing to do. It turned out to be as easy as the website said it was. There are some good points to the building process. There were some bad points in the building process. There are some good points of the actual instrument, and there are some bad points. I'm going to say all in all, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think you get a good amount of guitar for the money, and I think if you're looking for something to kind of wet your feet in the guitar building, this actually is not a bad place to start. The one thing that's great about a kit like this is that you know everything's going to fit together. When I build Frankenstrat guitars and I build them from different manufacturers and different parts, sometimes they don't all fit together, and there's a little bit of cajoling, of sanding and drilling and trying to get all the parts to fit together. Luckily, when you do a bolt-on Strat style guitar, everything goes in the same place and there isn't too much variation in it, but what ends up being different is really small amounts of measurements of where people put a screw hole here or a screw hole there, or how wide the neck is when it goes in the neck pocket, or how fat the neck slot is in the pick guard. All those, if they're off by millimeters, it can make building a little difficult. So when you get this kit, you know everything's going to fit together. Now, the one big drawback, if this is going to be new for you, is the instructions aren't that detailed. Every time they give you a step, they give you one black and white picture. Now, there is a PDF online with instructions to build it. I didn't download that. I'm not sure if it's just a PDF of the book that came with it, which isn't too in-depth. But I'm sure Stewmac has some other resources to help you with that. If Stewmac is good at one thing, it's helping you build guitars. I know their stuff is a little overpriced, but in the end, they are guitar makers and guitar lovers, and they tend to want to support us. That being said, this was a really cool thing to do. Now that it's built, you've heard it. It rocks pretty hard. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it as far as the parts go. Then I'll tell you what I like about it as an instrument and what I don't like about it. So parts-wise, everything that came in the box was okay. The body and the neck are solid. The neck is well made. Now that I've got it on there and I've played it, it actually plays pretty nice. I went ahead and moistened the rosewood a little bit, so you can see it's a little dark. But now that everything is settled in and I've played it for a day or two, it does play nice. The neck plays nice. The tuners aren't the greatest quality, and I think if you're going to keep this for a while and kind of play it and want to do stuff with it and maybe record with it, you may want to get a new set of tuners. These, in essence, aren't bad, and they don't go out of tune. They're just not very smooth. They're not really enjoyable. So they'll get the job done, but if you want to hold on to it for a while, I recommend getting some new tuners. The other thing that the guitar could use is a new set of pickups. The tone that you're hearing me play with has a lot of gain on it. I'm going to let you hear what this guitar sounds like clean. So we'll put a clean channel on there. So the pickups aren't that strong, so it doesn't put out a lot of volume. So in essence, it's hard to get it to be gainy and shreddy. But the clean sound isn't bad. There we go. Kind of sounds like a mandolin. That's the bridge pickup. Neck pickup isn't bad either. So now that I've been playing a little aggressively, I'll have to retune it. So the sound isn't bad, but you may want to change the pickups out. They're not great pickups. I mean, for what you paid for it, you're not going to get great pickups, but everything else is pretty solid. The volume knobs aren't bad. You know, the switch isn't bad. So changing out the pickups wouldn't be a bad idea. The bridge is okay. Like I said, the neck plays real nice, so that was kind of cool too. What it does need is the whole sanding and painting. It's not too enjoyable to play just the way it is because it's kind of rough. Okay. But that's a big part of this kit, I think, is doing the painting and the sanding and everything. Okay. Now, what don't I like about it? The one design flaw in this guitar is that it's tuned up a whole octave, right? So that E that you hear is basically what you would be getting at the 12th fret of a normal guitar. So the string is under double the amount of tension that it would be on a normal guitar. And for the rest of the strings, that's actually okay. They handle it pretty well. The E string struggles, and this is maybe the 4th or 5th E string that I've had to put on it because they pop. So what I did is I used a 10. This actually is a 9 because the 10 I had on there, I was getting a little too aggressive with the bending and it popped. But this is the 9 and it's holding on. What I did to kind of split the difference with the instrument is I tuned it down a whole step. So this is tuned to open D. So D, this is A, right? This is F. So that's really a C chord instead of a D chord. I think that's helped with the instrument, and I think it's also helped with the tension on your fingers too. The tension is kind of hard, and it is a little difficult to play. It does hurt the fingers a little bit, but I think you would get used to it. I mean, it's just like playing with a heavier gauge string on a regular guitar. So that's probably the biggest design flaw, is that at this scale and this size, you have to double the tuning and play it twice as high. And really, the E strings, the way they're made, aren't really meant for that. So that is probably the only big problem with the guitar and the only drawback. Other than that, it was fun to build. It's fun to play. It's a pretty cool project. And I think when Dave gets his hands on it and he tears it apart and starts to do the sanding and the painting, it's going to be really cool to look at. So that's it, guys. This has been the Stewmac Mini-S Guitar Kit, and I'm going to try to give you guys a cool shot, cool money shot here. Okay. And they give you a big, fat headstock, and they actually give you instructions on how to cut it to make a cool headstock design. So that's kind of cool, too. You can make something really cool. Dave's really good about putting lettering on there, so it should come out nice. So I liked it. So guys, this has been the Stewmac Mini-S Guitar Kit review. So stop what you're doing right now. Stop. Because at this point, if you've watched me review this guitar for 10 minutes, you're probably a guitar addict. And the best thing you can do for yourself is go down there and subscribe and then hit the bell. Because we're going to be putting out videos about twice a week, so this will help feed your habit, which is not a bad habit to have. Alright guys, so we are Addicted to Guitar, where we celebrate everything guitar, including guitar building and mini guitars. And thanks for watching.